CCE is basically continuous comprehensive evaluation, and it is done for the sake of the students and for the betterment of the students. And the entire term in this CCE process is, the entire year is divided into 2 terms, where we have the FAs and the essays. And earlier, the way we used to evaluate or assess a child is totally on the scholastic areas and giving lots of importance to the learning methodology or the writing stuff. But now it has given wings to a child's potential, I should say. They have a lot many areas where they can really exhibit their expertise. It can be a child who is very well versed with the language but doesn't want to write much, or maybe is very slow in writing. But when a group discussion takes place, he's very actively involved in it. When a group project takes place, he's very actively involved in it. So it gives a scope to the children also to perform better. Earlier it used to be, it is just a process where you are going to be assessed on what you have sort of mugged up or you have learned or whatever it is. But now it is an overall personality which is going to be assessed. It is in 2 ways. It's the scholastic and the co-scholastic areas. So a lot of things we can always say is where we used to miss out as an academician or as a teacher might have missed out on certain areas where the child was really good. Now there is no scope of her to miss out any such things. It has provided, thanks to CBSE, it has provided with such fields where a teacher has to look and see deep within what a child is having. So it is like enhancing a child's potential. We have come up with this MyClassboard school management system, which really helps not only the students but the parents and the teachers and of course all of us in assessing the child. And it's not only the scholastic areas, it's the co-scholastic areas as well.
Evaluation system which has been put up by CBSE board, I feel it is extremely helpful on a student basis. But coming to a teacher's task, it has become a nightmare for a teacher to update all the different parameters and activities and then take out a grade of it has become a really difficult task. Now a teacher has to spend great amount of time on the calculation of the things and a lot of paperwork as well. So this has led to the, as a result what has happened, we are unable to concentrate on the weaker students. But with the upcoming of the MyClassboard school management system, it has reduced our work and has given us a great relief, because we are just now supposed to only update the data, rest is taken care by the system. So we find it extremely helpful, and the same data can also be accessed by the parents who have the parents login ID. So that is making them even more easy. It's become easy for the parents to access the entire data. And even a teacher can take out the reports of those as and when required. So that gives them a flexibility or an understanding of the weaker and the strong areas of a student. So that helps us to focus on the weaker student to improve that particular area.
So earlier, like, we were collecting the marks from the teachers manually, and then we were calculating, in fact, the teacher wise, class averages and number of failures, pass percentage of the class and everything. Based on that, we could judge like which class is doing well, where we have more of slow learners or remedial students who need a remedial measure. Now once this MyClassboard system has come, through principal's login, I can check all the classes whenever I feel like. Immediately, the moment results, corrections are done and marks are being entered, the next moment I get the marks. So which class, what is the performance, what is the subject average, which particular child is performing, whether there is an enhancement in the performance or not, and if there is a problem with a particular teacher, is it that problem is continuing with all the classes which he or she is handling, or one particular class is not doing well, then we can even judge the teacher suits for that class or she doesn't suit for the class. So likewise, we can check all the analysis through this. Even teacher, when through her login ID in MyClassboard, she can check what is the performance of her classes, whatever classes she is handling. So by that she can also come to, generally what happens, teachers will just correct the books and give it away to the children. They don't take the analysis of that. So but now through this MyClassboard entry of marks and all, they can check actually, and class averages, pass percentage and all. They themselves can rectify wherever there is a defect, and then from my side, principal side also we can check. Same goes with the corporate office. They might be checking the branch level performance and particular class, particular teacher. They can even guide us, or they can at least have an analysis of the whole branch. Is there any problem with a classroom teaching, or with the students who are there in the school, or with the parents, or maybe with the administrative part, whatsoever it is. So they can get. So MyClassboard is really helping us in saving time, as well getting the entire analysis, and we even get a graphical representation of a child's performance, overall class performance compared with the individual child's performance. That is really helpful. A parent also, like at a glance he can make out what is the class, whether his child is above average or below average, or is okay, on par, or too low as compared to the other students. So this is really which is being appreciated by the parents also, and children or students also. They are just checking themselves where they stand in the class. So they need not, generally we don't give the ranks for all the children, top 3 ranks we give, but now a child can easily make out where is he standing, what is the class performance, and what is his performance. So graphical representation also is helping. A class teacher has to collect his or her class all the 6 subjects marks, and then make an entry of it, and then manually calculate the percentages, you say, or rankings of the students, or maybe total class averages and grand total of the child, and grading of the child. So now through this MyClassboard management system, every subject teacher, whenever they find time for that matter, we need not give them any leisure time also. When they are free, once the moment the corrections are completed, they show the books to the students, and then they show the list to the principal, or principal they need not show. In fact, they just go and enter the marks there. So once the class teacher comes to know all the 6 subjects marks are being uploaded there, they go check it, and then report is generated.
Absolutely. I would say definitely go for MyClassboard, because it's going to reduce the burden of the principal, teachers, going to help the students, the parents are happy. What else do we want here in a school? We want everyone to be happy, and the real energy, the resources which we have should be channelized for something else, rather than just getting into the system of marking, just grading. It is really helpful. I would say yes, it reduces a lot of burden of an administrator especially.